Hi guys, welcome back to 16-Bit Bench. Matt here. Today we're going to do a relatively simple repair, and we're going to be replacing the left thumbstick on this PS Vita. So this was sent to me by a customer who wants to take this on holiday with him, but he's killed his thumbstick. So what we're going to do first is just play a game, confirm that there's no functionality there, and then I'll take you through the steps for taking the Vita to pieces and replacing the stick. So let's just fire up Injustice. So how about we skip the loading and we jump straight to the gameplay. Okay, so Batman versus Lex Luthor. If I use the D-pad, you can see up, down, left, right, all seem to work. Punch, kick, and you can see the good thing here is it's showing me the button presses here on the screen as well. So that's great. And then you can see if I use the stick, nothing whatsoever. In fact, I don't know if the second stick does anything in this game. I should have probably checked that. But yeah, and my battery's about to run out, and I forgot the charging cable, so we better get on with this. Yeah, so it looks like the stick's not working. Have a replacement here from eBay. They cost about £5, so we're going to swap that in. Yeah, replace the stick, and then we'll see if that fixes the problem, and if it doesn't, we'll have to do a more of a thorough investigation. So yeah, let's get to that. So the Vita's relatively easy to take apart. There are 4 screws on the back here, 2 on the bottom on that connector, and then there's 2 on the top underneath one of these covers there. So yeah, we'll just remove all these. So tools you're going to need, a sponger because there's a bit of prying going on, and a precision toolkit there. And these are the parts you'll need really. I don't think you'll need anything else, and if we do, I'll tell you. So yeah, let's get on. So here we are inside the Vita. I've disconnected the battery compartment. There's 2 cables that connect it. One's the touch cable, one's the power. So put that to one side. Inside you've got two boards for the controls, left and right, and then a center CPU board where all the magic happens. This is as far as we need to go into the console. We don't need to go deeper than this. When you do take this apart, try and keep your left and right. Which side is which, because you don't want to mix them up and shoot 15 minutes of video removing the wrong stick and then having to put it back in. So you want to try and avoid doing that. Yeah, so we've got these bracing plates and these sticks, and I think I see the problem with the left stick. So I'll get out the old iPhone. We're going to take a closer look. Video. There we go. And this is the ribbon cable that connects the left stick to the left stick control board, and as you can see, it is pretty corroded. So we're going to take some isopro to that and clean that up. Yeah, and hopefully swapping out the thumbstick from there will sort that problem out. So yeah, let's crack on with that problem. So when you're going to remove these little ribbon cables in these newer machines, you're going to need a pair of tweezers. Here we are. It's pretty easy. There's 2 types. There's ones that lift from the rear and there's ones that lift from the front. So here we have one that lifts from the rear, and here we have one that lifts from the rear. So that is the thumbstick control, and then we can just lever that out. Come on. Yeah, that is a right mess. And then we've got the trigger control as well, and out that comes. Then this board is going to be some kind of data connector, and that is lift from the front, not the rear. So out comes that black tab, and out comes that cable there. Then we should just be able to get our spudger and lift the board out by pulling back on some of these tines. There we go. Yeah, so there's a bit of corrosion on this board. It looks like someone spilt something into here at some point. Hopefully it's not killed the board completely. Well, it hasn't, because I know that the buttons work, and we saw that with controlling Batman before. So yeah, we just need to clean this corrosion off of this board and replace that stick. There we have the old stick. And here we have the new stick. So let's just take the time to clean up some of the gunky mess that's in here. It's not really gunky mess, it's just detritus from everyday living. The hair. That's another one. Off they go. Yeah, so new stick. If you can't tell the difference, the old one will have a bend in its ribbon cable. The new one will have a nice straight cable. So if you do get mixed up, that's a very quick way to work out which one's the new one. In you go. And left and right sticks are exactly the same. They're not separate parts. So if you were troubleshooting, you could swap them over. I suppose that would help. Oh, popped me ratchet. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is clean up this pad here. Yeah, so what we need to is a toothbrush, some isopropanol alcohol, and yeah, we'll just spray some of that on and give it a brush. I've misplaced my little tube. You know, you get a little tube. I've lost it somewhere. It's disappeared. It must be on the floor. Yes, just lift that up. Yeah, there's also some funky gunk on the ribbon cable. It's come from somewhere. Let's just clean that one. Let's take a little screwdriver and just see if some of that stuff will come off. So the worry is it's conductive and it's between the connectors on the ribbon cable. It's between the pins on the ribbon cable, and I want to avoid that. Yeah, looks a lot better to me. What we can do now is put it back together and see if it resolves the issue. So yeah, make sure you don't snag or foul your cables. It's what I thought I'd do is just go off and find my fiberglass brush. So this is a little extendable brush that's full of abrasive fibers, and you use that to, well, you can use it for a couple of things. Removing corrosion from connectors and boards like this, that's usually a good thing. Also, you can use it to scrape away solder mask on boards to make expose the copper if you need to make a new connection. So yeah, I'm just going to take this and just very gently, because I don't want to break any traces or mash anything, I'm just going to brush it between the connectors there, the pins, sorry, and on the board, and then we're going to get some air, which I'm running out of. Just get in there. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, and all that surface crud is completely gone. So now we'll just slide our ribbon cables back into their connectors, close the whole thing up and give it a go. I'm hesitant to try and power it on while it's not fully assembled, just because it's a fiddly little thing, the Vita. So I've connected the ribbon cables back up, screwed the things back in. Now I'm just going to put the back on and make sure all the covers are in place and the triggers, and yeah, we'll be good to test it. Right, so we've got the Vita back together. There we are. So we're going to put the memory card and a game in and see how it goes. So in goes the game, pop that down. Memory card goes in the bottom. That way around. Yep. There we go. Let's power it on. Well, that's positive at least. Okay, date and time, don't care about. Right, so we can see the debug buttons work. Doesn't look like the left pad's working there, but that might just be that. Let's go into a game. Yes, doesn't look too positive to me. Yep, you can see the I don't think that's fixed the problem. Alright, so just to follow up on the PS Vita, I've spoken to the client and it's not really an economical repair. So yeah, the problem being that I think the corrosion on that connector that we cleaned off has probably killed that board through a short. So we need to replace that board, and then if it's not that board, if it's the logic board, that would need to be replaced, and eventually you're just out of the region of what's reasonable for a PS Vita. So to get a new, well, not new, but a PS Vita 1000 in equal or better condition to this is about £100. I'm estimating the repair would cost anywhere between £50 to £60, not including parts. So yeah, it's just not worth it. So I've spoken to the customer and they've agreed with me. I'm going to send it back to them. So yeah, unfortunately not a very good video. We didn't get anywhere. You did see how to replace the stick, but that didn't fix the problem for this particular thing. So if you found the video interesting or useful, please like it. If you found any of our videos useful, please consider subscribing and follow us on Facebook, 16-Bit Bench. Great. Well, thanks for your time and we'll see you next time.